Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Washington football team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
They'll try the left side. Bonds, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Ready? Mott's 56. I got you, punk. Drill, 52.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
On first down, Bonds. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a give, right side. Bonds. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Bonds. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Switch. Check.
They'll try the left side. Bonds. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Safe.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield, be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
On first down, Bonds. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point safely through. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. Got an open man. It's Foster. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
51 for Mike, boys, 51. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51 for Mike. 51 for Mike. Watch the slap.
Now Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Black Ultra.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it second down and 11. They'll try the left side. Bonds. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. On third down, Bonds. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
Check that. We're going to cycle. I'm coming.
Here we go on fourth down. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20.
Who wants some?
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Point after try forthcoming. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over.
He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there for Washington.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Here's second and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Boy, 192 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Once more Montgomery, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, Wentz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Throw left side complete. That's Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or 2, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From midfield, here's Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. This time, the extra point up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Bonds, he'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 219 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Right back to him on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd down and 6. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Mike 21, check Mike 21. You must be dreaming. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got jump.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Bonds. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now the Ravens bring out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. Wentz now on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Slings this deep for McLaurin. That went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Or paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Big edge. Watch twist.
On second down, McCaffrey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz escaping the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Again, it's Wentz. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Let's get off the field.
They'll try and throw for it here. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try the left side. Bonds, space to run past the 20. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. Folks, 249 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. One receiver right, that's Brown.
Push him back. Push him back. Stop. 17.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we see James. He will now return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
46 down, man, 5-4.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. Throw left side, complete to Foster. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there for Washington.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Two times. We got it. 5-2. I'm here. Mike 51. Mike 51. I got it. Switch.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. In on the stop, the safety, Troy Apke. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We're going Mike 52 right here. Mike 52? Yeah. Striker, 3-3. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Where's 52? What?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Trouble, 38. Watch Mike. On the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Bonds. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Defense all day. Mike 52. Here we go.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7.
Here we go. 52 is the mic right here, over there, right? 52 is the mic. Watch a slap.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Touchdown! Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on first is Wentz. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
81, 81. Mike 6, come to our world. We want
To throw again on second down. Wentz. And this is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
Washington on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
82, 82. 51.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Wentz. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz throwing the out route and complete. It's James. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bonds trucks over him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
22 needle.
Where's the...
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Watch Mike. 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Watch Twiz. Watch Twiz.
Slice, 97.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike's 5-2 is Mike.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. Come on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man, it's Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas. It looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long when they throw the football. They're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Spike 60.
On 3rd down, Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Chase Claypool, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll try the left side. Bonds, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong, whatever you call.